Assalamu alaikum. Story. I was like, what is there to discuss that we cannot discuss on phone? You stand and you will not be getting the car. And like a man has come to seek for your hand in marriage. Like him, but I know him, I know his family, and they are very good people. This one has started praising them, no day. Requested to see his picture at least. Even my sisters were aware to marry the guy. Even when I hadn't seen his picture, and all the things all the things we will need for the marriage. Is he about to die? Some few weeks to prepare for my nikah. Like, I'm not fit. I won't get the strength. I can't. I got my henna done. Assalamu alaikum. Yarinya juyo. So zaki bani. Dan Allah miko. Achuka wahali. Zuchiyata ungo. Kacheruina. Burina. Kachididididu. Areo adora. So zaki da. Hi loves, good evening and welcome back to a new video. So as you all can tell from the title and the thumbnail, today is going to be a story time. Story. Then you say story. Story. Aww. You are so sweet. Okay, thank you for coming back. And if today is the first time you are seeing me on your screen, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the link for others to also come and watch my video. So let's get right into today's video. Casa just say just. So this is how it all started. I was here one evening around this time, like this same time, around 4 p.m. thereabouts, and I received a call from my dad. He was like, am I busy? I said, no, we can't talk. He said, no. He wants to discuss something with me, but it's not going to be on the phone. I have to come home for us to sit down and talk. I was like, what is there to discuss that we cannot discuss on phone? And my dad has never been he has never called to say anything of that sort, so I was anxious and nervous as well. What at all could be there for us to discuss that we cannot discuss on phone? That was what I was thinking about. So I only told him at that time that I'm free and I can come home right away, so I'm getting ready to come home. I got ready and then left this place. From this place to Obasa isn't far, and because I'm not using my private car, like if I was to be using a private car, it would have been like an hour journey. But since I will be taking a motor, then get to the next town and then wait for a car, and sometimes getting a car from this place is very hectic. Like you stand and you will not be getting the car. So I finally got home around 6:40 something thereabouts, and at that time too, he was at the mosque. I asked my mother and my sisters, like, this is what my dad told me on phone. Is what we are coming to discuss something they know about? They said no. I was like, hey, and they are still like. So my dad usually goes to the mosque earlier before Maghrib, and then stays there till after Isha before he comes home. So at the time I go home, he wasn't home, he was at the mosque. And when he comes back from the mosque too, he has to settle in and then eat before he will do anything else. So I also went to pray and then wait for Honorable to wait for Alaj. I waited, and then after everything, got the chance to speak to him around 8 p.m. So I went to him and was like, Daddy called me on phone. He was like, oh, it's not really a big deal, but it's also something he cannot, like, he doesn't want us to discuss on phone. It's not a big deal, but we cannot discuss on phone. Like, how? So he later on spilled the beans and was like, um, a man has come to seek for your hand in marriage. My jaw dropped. Like, a man has come to seek for my hand in marriage, and there's no way they can accept him unless they know my take on it. If I don't want, they cannot accept. They can only accept if I agree to marry him, or that kind of thing. It's like, hey, how can someone I don't know come to seek for my hand in marriage? Like, is this someone I know? He was like, no, you don't know him, but I know him. I know his family, and they are very good people. This one has started praising them, no day. Where is this going? They are very good people. And I was like, do you know the guy? Or he's a man? Do you know the man? He said, yeah, he knows him, but it has really been a while since he saw him. Like, it's been ages, because he's no more work. He's from Obuasi, but he has moved out from Obuasi because of work. So he's no more in Obuasi at that time. And since he left Obuasi, he hasn't seen him. See, so I requested to see his picture at least. I requested to see his picture, and he said, okay, he is not having his picture at the moment, but he will try and get the picture from his dad the next day. I was like, okay, cool. So he said, and I also told him I cannot make any decision at that time. I can only decide after seeing his picture. So my dad was trying to show me his family and all that, but me no, you don't know the guy. Like, you don't know the man. I don't even know Seminka's a man. Saman's a guy. You see that type. That's how he was. So we ended the conversation that night on the note that he was going to get me the guy's picture. So we continue our discussion. So after leaving his presence, I went to my mom and was like, hey, this is what my dad has told me, but I don't even understand. Then my mom was like, yeah. So she was aware, but she told me she didn't know anything. She was, I don't know what they were trying to do. Even my sisters were aware. I was the only one who wasn't aware. So she was also like, the guy is a very good guy, and then God fearing, and his family are really good people and all that. Just like my dad said, like, have you people discussed it already? Have you people discussed it already? Because this one that your dad, like, your husband is praising him and his people, and you are also doing the same. So I was in a state of dilemma at the moment, because I didn't know how to take the news. I didn't know whether to be happy or sad. They also tried convincing me and all that, and they had their way. So the next day, I asked my dad if he had gotten the picture of the guy, but he said no. And after so many deliberations, I decided to marry the guy, even when I hadn't seen his picture. Even when I hadn't seen him. Like, I hadn't seen his picture. I don't know him. I don't know how he looks like, but I agreed to marry him. My dad called his people and gave them the feedback. Checks the next morning, Right after my dad delivered the message to them, the next morning they were in our house with my mahar, like the bride price, my lefe, and all the things all the things we will need for the marriage. Hey, what's the hurry? Yeah, quite here. And they came with a date too. They came with a date. Is he about to die? Why is he in a rush? And the dates they brought to wasn't like, it wasn't far. It was just like barely a month away. So we had just some few weeks to prepare for my nikah. So I told my dad I have to go back and then inform my colleagues at work so that I can get some days off and come home for the preparations and all that. And me too, I've been telling them that I don't want a big wedding. I just want them to do everything at the mosque and then send me to my husband's house. I don't want the stress of changing from this outfit to that outfit and then coming and dancing and all that stress. Like, I no fit. If like I no fit, I won't get the strength. I can't. So they should just do everything at the mosque and then carry me to my husband. This is something I've been telling them all the time. So they told them how I said I wanted the nikah and all that. And the guy was also like, okay, cool, but then he would want a small reception so that he can invite his colleagues from work. And I said, like, me nyahu, me to me, I can't, like, I cannot. It's that hard to understand. Said, oh, it's not going to be something big. It can even be at our hall. So I should imagine, like, if it could be done in our hall, it means it won't be big. And I said, okay, cool. And I was also like, send it not a crown, but me, I'm shy. I might faint, like I'll collapse. I'm going to collapse. Said, oh, it is going to be in the same house, but you'll be just coming from a different room to the hall. So I should kindly understand. So we started talking. Like, I didn't even get to talk with Timo. All these conversations was between myself. I would deliver my message to my daddy, and my dad would deliver it to him, and he would also give you a response. That was how we were doing everything. I didn't even get his number. Guys, can you imagine? So I came back. I came back here and then was like, hey, I didn't even know how to tell everybody because you said you were going home. Like, you've not discussed marriage. You went home yesterday and today you came and you are like, you're about to get married. How does that sound? So I came to tell them and they were all happy for me. But then I told them I'm not going to do anything. It will just be a family something. So they don't need to bother coming. So I gathered some stuff and then left to the house. Because I'm not going to do any big ceremony and all that, it will be just an outfit I'll be wearing from my mother, like my place to their place, and then one outfit I'll be wearing for the reception he was talking about. So I got a white abaya, guys, a white abaya, and then since it's an already made abaya, it's not hard to get. So we got someone to design my reception clothes. I started inviting some close friends, and majority of them thought I was joking. Like, they didn't take me serious. Majority of them did not take me serious. Although I also told them, like, we won't be doing anything. Like, it's going to be a family something. They will do everything at the mosque and I'll be taken home. So they don't have to come. And that was the reason why they were not taking me serious. Fast forward, it was like a week to the nikah. I got my henna done. I was ready. The dress I had ordered was in. The designer brought my cloth, and everything was going on well. So just before this Friday, before the Sunday, like the actual day, we were supposed to have a salile. So I was in bed that Friday. Like, after praying at dawn, I went back to sleep on that Friday, and then I heard a knock on my door. And just when I opened my eyes, I realized I was sleeping all this while. So it was a dream. Guys, it was a dream. Hey, I went to check and it was a client. Why did you have to wake me up at that point? Like, Why did you have to wake me up at that point? Did you know I was about to get married? Did you know I was about to get married, for crying out loud? I was about getting married, guys. It was a dream. It was a dream, guys. So I know by this time, majority of you watching, some friends would have been like, hey, and you didn't invite me. And guys, it was a dream. Why? It was a dream, and I thought of sharing my dream with you guys because we are from over here. We are from whatever goes on in my life, I'm sharing it with you all. Thanks for staying and sticking up until this time. See you the next time I post another video. If you are new here, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and then share my link for others to watch the video as well. Bye. See you the next time I upload a new video.